So it's story time. I'm going to talk to you about how we went from going to buy furniture to ending up in bed with another couple. This is about the organic method. And I'm going to take you through the entire story of how this happened and how you can make this happen as well. Now, this happened when we had moved into a new place, a new home, and we needed some furniture. Specifically, my daughter wanted some specific furniture for her bedroom. So we were looking on Craigslist. Craigslist has everything, right? So we're looking on Craigslist trying to find that specific furniture. And we found it in this house, quite far from where we live, but we thought, hey, let's go check it out and see what this furniture looks like. Now, before even this whole idea of finding furniture had started, we had talked about, wanting to explore in our relationship. My husband had come out as bisexual, and we decided that we wanted to meet people to explore with. We wanted to find other people that had similar kind of interests. We didn't know where to go. We didn't know where these people were hanging out. We were scared to even look anywhere. There wasn't really anywhere to look at that time. We looked online a little bit, but we were just like, there must be a different way to do this. So let's just open up the possibility. Let's just look at everybody we know and see, is that somebody we might like to be with, that person, this person? And so we just began with this kind of organic method of letting it happen with the right people at the right time in the right place. So back to the furniture. So we drove up to the top of the hill, as they lived quite a distance from us, to check out this furniture. And around the corner, as we pulled up to the house, we both felt like, oh, this is a nice little cozy place here. We both really liked the house. And we parked our car and we walked over to the door. But before we could reach the door, a gentleman came out from the garage. And he and my husband and I, we kind of all looked at each other. We stopped and we're like, oh, hi. We were all smiling and we all felt a kind of a connection, which was really nice, but nothing more than that. And he said, oh, you're here for the furniture. And we're like, yeah, we'd really like to see it. Okay, great. Well, it's inside. My wife is there. Let's go take a look. So we went inside, and as we're going inside with him, we're chatting away, and we find out certain things about him that are really interesting, and he's asking us questions about us. And we go inside, and there's his beautiful wife, and she's really happy and sparkly, and we all have this nice conversation, and she shows us the furniture, and we love it. It's perfect. It's exactly what our daughter has asked for and requires. So we say, yeah, we definitely want this furniture. We can't take it now. We don't have the vehicle for it. So the husband says, look, I'm going to be in town in the next couple days. I'll drive it to your place. Okay, sounds good. Of course. We paid him for it, and he was going to drive it in for us. We felt full on trust for these people. They just felt really good, really honest people. So we said goodbye. We all felt really happy to have met each other, and off we went. And we were, excited to tell our daughter we had found this furniture and excited to see when it would eventually arrive. So a few days later, he shows up at the door with his truck and the furniture. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Put it in the room. He's very excited to see us again, as we are him. And we sit down and we have a little chat. And he says, hey, maybe you guys want to go out for a drink one time. It'll be fun. I mean, I think we all have some similar things in common, and maybe we can have a drink and get to know each other a little bit more. And we said, yeah, of course, sure, that would be awesome. So we make a plan to have a date for a drink a few nights after that. And then right away after he left, my husband and I are like, this is interesting. Like, we go to buy furniture and now we're going out for drinks with these people. Okay, let's see what this is all about. I mean, he was an attractive man. She was a very attractive woman. Both of us felt like we were attracted to both of them. So I don't know, what was this all about? Was there anything there or was there not? But we were going to go check it out. Before I go on to finish the story, I want to tell you that I have an amazing holiday special that I'm putting out there for all of you. It is available until the 26th of December. You can purchase it until the 26th of December. And then you can sign up for the session until the end of January. What I'm offering is 4 sessions plus a bonus 2 sessions. So basically you're going to pay for 4 and get 6. It's even a discounted 4 sessions. But I really want to help you. I really want to help you make your next year the best year ever. And I've had so many people say to me, well, I'm going to talk to my wife next year, or we're going to do it next year. We're going to get together next year. We'll call you next year. Let's commit now. I want you to commit now. I'm ready to commit. I'm ready to help you. So the price is going to be $8.99. You're going to have 6 VIP coaching sessions with me, plus exercises that I offered between the sessions, and you're going to have WhatsApp connection with me if you have any questions or anything. The description is below. The purchase link is below. I'm only offering a certain number, up to 10 of these special priced holiday season packages. So get it while you can, because this is going to be the best price that I ever offer for sure. But I really want to help so many of you make this, a really joyous, fun time for your intimate and sexual life, starting right away. Okay? So get it in the description below. Now back to the story. So we meet them for a drink one night, and right away we all click, and we sit down and we have a conversation. I mean, we really have a conversation, not just about how's the weather, what do you do for a living, but we start talking about sexuality, about deep family dynamics, about politics, and then back to sexuality, and then more into deep depth about sexuality. And we realize that we're all kind of interested in the possibility of exploring. And, it took us a while before we throughout the conversation, before we got to that point of saying, hey, this might be something that we all want to explore. We're looking to explore, you're looking to explore. I don't know how this is going to work, but we would really like to see you again and see what else might transpire from this. And we were all kind of giggly and silly because none of us had done this before. But hey, it's the step. It's the step of the organic method of connecting with somebody who's also into having a more playful, fun, joyful life, and being able to talk, having conversation about things that you don't normally have conversation with your friends, with people. You don't really normally have these kinds of conversations. So it felt really like deep connection. So the next time we got together, we were invited to their place. And they live way up in the hill. Again, we've been there once before, and we know where they are. And they said, come over for dinner. We'd love to have you. And let's just talk and get to know each other some more. Now, we feel like, wow, this is something that has a possibility. We have no idea which direction it's going to go, and we have no expectation because we don't know. I think it's always better just to leave expectation open for any possibility. And if nothing happens, we're going to have a really nice time with this new couple that we met, that we have a lot of similar interests, and we are very attracted to them. But we didn't know exactly like their attraction, but they invited us for dinner, so it must be pretty good. So we head up there for dinner, and he is a welcomer. He is a host upon host, and right away we all have a nice little drink in our hand and some appies, show us around this cute little home that they have. And he says, look it, and it was a cold winter day as well when we arrived there. He said, look it, I have built a jacuzzi in the backyard, and maybe you'd be interested in having a jacuzzi. It might be fun. So right away, okay, jacuzzi, backyard. Now my husband's wasn't really into jacuzzis, but when he showed us this space he had created, he had basically dug a hole in the ground and put plastic underneath the trees and had lights all around and had siphoned water and had it, I don't know how he got it heated, but had it heated. That it was all man-made. He was an artist, and it was an artistic, beautiful scenario with lights and candles, and I was just like, how can you say no? And it was not your, your typical jacuzzi. It was a beautiful pond in the forest, basically. So we said yes, of course. Now it was cold, so we all kind of ran out there. We actually took our clothes off in the house. We all put our towels around. We weren't showing anybody anything, and we ran out there and slowly hopped into the tub. Now, yes, we could see each other naked. This is the first step, seeing somebody else naked, and it was like, okay, this is interesting, but why not, right? We're all consensual adults, and we're all going to go into this adult playground and see what comes about. So we're sitting in this beautiful hot tub. There's candles. It's warm. There starts to snow a little bit. I mean, it's magical. And then we just all start to get intimate with each of our partners. Me with my partner, he with his partner, and we're kissing, and it's just, you can't help but not. It's just, the atmosphere is just full on there, and our legs are kind of touching, and there's not a lot of connection going on between each of us. It's more of just same room, same hot tub, same pond kind of scenario, but it felt very intimate because we're watching them, they're watching us. It's not a huge space, so you're kind of touching each other as you're moving around. It was just so beautiful. And nothing really happened again between each of us, but the energy was building, the sexual energy was building, it was bubbling, there was bubbles in the tub. So finally, it started to cool down, and we were all getting hungry, so let's go inside. Okay, great. We all hop out, get our towels, run in, and he has made a beautiful dinner, which we sit down and enjoy and have some more conversation, and we're really feeling this connection, really like them a lot. But still no expectation. What's going to happen? We don't know. After dinner, he sets up the living room with cushions all over, and he starts putting cushions around so we can sit on the floor and around in front of the fireplace. So this was the time. Who's going to make the move is the question. And I was, of course, scared. I'm always scared and nervous before going to anything at all, just because it's unknown. Of course, it's very natural to feel scared and nervous, but that's okay. But we're all sitting there, we're all in line together. My husband's on one side, she's on my other side, and then he's on that other side. And I'm just like, I'm also an impatient kind of person, and I just can't wait. And no one's doing anything. No one's sort of getting things going. So I just take off my top, and I sort of snuggle up to her, and so her and I start to connect. And although I'm not into women, it was just what my body felt like doing, just to connect with her. And then my husband gets closer, and he gets closer to her, and now the four of us, they're there, and we're all connecting and just feeling the heat and the energy, and sort of our hands are moving around, and hands are spreading from bodies to bodies, and there's kissing and touching, and more clothes are going off, and covers are on, and there's touching and feeling, and sort of that's about where it went. It didn't really go much farther than that. It was just that sort of initial get together, get to know each other. Nobody really felt like going any further than that. We all sat and talked. There was more kissing, and then we were, I was kissing him, she was kissing my husband, I was kissing her. There was this kind of mix, and it was really, really beautiful and gorgeous. And that's how the organic method takes place. It just happens in an organic manner, and it really can when you're open and ready to receive people that have similar kinds of desires that you have. If you want to get more details, I do get into much more detail. This is YouTube. I can only go so far in detail, but more details of my stories, of my adventures, please go and join my Patreon account. There's already 3 seasons of stories there, and I will have another season happening next year. So I would love for you to come and join that. And don't forget the holiday season special, because you too can have an extraordinary, intimate, and sexual life. Let's get started now. This is an amazing deal that I will never offer again, I am sure, at least for a long time, because this is a lot of work for me, energetic work for me, but I really want to help as many of you as possible. I can take up to 10 couples or people that want to jump in and really start a transformation in their lives around their intimate and sexual lives. So get the special holiday season deal. Links are below in my description. Get as soon as you possibly can. You have until December 26th. And thank you so much for coming and listening to my story. If you have any questions, if you have any shares, please put them below as well in the comments. Love to hear from you. I always answer as many of you as I possibly can. Thank you so much. Much love making.